Welcome back to Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I'm your host, Eddie Stanley. This is part two of the two-part thing. The one that I did before, Fun Zone, you know, part two. This episode is called Essence. What I mean by that is because I was talking to the ladies. If you truly don't want to be fun zone, don't pay attention to the females that's telling you have a hot girl summer, be a boss babe, and all this stuff. Because see, that is not attractive to guys. And we would straight up just put you in the fun zone because we're looking going, yeah, we don't want a hot girl. We want a woman that actually is going to keep her essence, so to speak. Like I said before, men are concerned about females' past. We don't care about y'all future because we're hoping if we get a clue of your past, you can share our future. Yeah, smack to the face. Females sit back and say, I don't know what a man wants. That's all we want. We just want to know, what are we getting? Are we getting a 304 that we may have to throw back into the streets after we build something and you take half and the kids? Or are we getting a female that stayed true to her essence? Because you lose essence every time you decide to actually get fun zone. You lose a bit of you, which means that a woman learns from her partner. That's how it actually goes. So that's why all them independent boss babes that sit back and say, I don't need a man, but I want one. You don't understand how that contradicts itself, because that's like saying, I need to eat because I need to survive. Like, if I don't eat, my body starts breaking down. My body wouldn't function because everything needs to get satisfied. I want to eat means that, give or take, I'm probably had a big lunch, a big dinner, and you just, I want to eat, but see how flip flop that is of going, the difference between needs and wants that I think we learned when we were kids. Regardless of that, that's the reason on why you get so many females sitting back talking about some, oh well, there's no man that will actually be able to satisfy. Yeah, you're right, because sometimes you take your essence and box above your pay grade, like box above your weight class. And I'm not sitting back saying that, oh well, you shouldn't swing for the fences. No, you should. But you should swing for the fences that's within reason. And I know what you said. Oh, well, that just sounds like you're settled. No. I know people who just settle because it's comfort. But yet, the people who settle are the ones that are not happy with what's going on. And for that, I really can't combat that. Like, I really can't argue that, because I can sit here and say, at one time, I settled. At one time, I wasn't true to myself or my essence of who I was. But yet, regardless of everything, women, we are not the problem. But yet, there's so many females out here that's saying we're the problem. When if you just pick up a book, do whatever, like pick up a book, do research, don't listen to what people are saying, you'll realize that I don't know why the world is designed like this, but women outnumber men, period. And like for females sitting there saying, oh, well, I can sit here and get any man I want. But yet, if we had to actually start being paired up with females due to compatibility, a lot of females would be left out in the cold. Because, like I said, as a man, I'm not, like, I will work hard for a woman that actually can control her essence, that can actually keep her essence in check, to actually go, you know what, this is what I'm trying to do. And like, that's why certain females who pretty much got drained of their essence are mad at dudes like me that pretty much just don't look at them anymore, for the simple fact you have too much baggage. Not saying that men don't have baggage, but we're logical. That's what's supposed to make us balance. Y'all emotional, we're logical. That's what make us gel. But if you're trying to be logical and you want a guy that's emotional, that can gel too. But if you're emotional and he's emotional, yeah, that's not going to work. Or logical and logical, that may have a better chance of working. And that's why when you see older dudes talking to younger females, not in that creepy type of way, but like talking to them, it's because they still have that bit of essence that's in them that they didn't learn from the ones that has been ran through and fun zoned. Because after a while, fun zone get kind of boring, right, ladies? Yeah, I see you nodding. I really don't. I'm sitting here just, but regardless. So that's why it's important for you to actually start challenging yourself. Start really looking at the problem. If it's social media, let it be, because everything in this world is catered to you. Everything in this country is catered to you. So when you're sitting there still fighting because you feel like your essence is not intact, it's because you probably ran out of it because you being fun zoned by the dudes that you think that you're going to be the only one that will have you come to their house at 2, 3, 4 in the morning. The ones that actually meet you at the bar, whisper them sweet nothings in your ear just to find out, yeah, he got a whole wife at home. And yet you're emotionally drained. You're emotionally tapped out because you ran across that 1% that pretty much treated you like that queen, like that princess, to kind of find out that you wasn't his queen. You wasn't his princess. You were just the servant for the fun zone. And that's how you end up getting broken, battered, and have that past pain function into a corrupted essence. So that was just my rant about females that decide they want to rant about us. The difference is, it's a lot easier to deal with the fact of being friend zoned, because yeah, we lose a little bit of our essence by becoming simps and hoping, or just being a good friend. But y'all get emotionally attacked because y'all going for that high life that everybody wants, and females sit there and say they have it hard when it's easy for them to do whatever. It's very hard for us to do. And that's why when the dudes actually fun zone you, where you want that commitment because your essence has been taken from him due to the fun zone, it leaves you distraught. It leaves you bitter. It leaves you angry. Has to suffer for what your actions end up doing. Because, hey, if you go on the other social media platforms, they will actually tell you, there's nothing wrong with you, queen. It's all them. And the person that's actually telling you that, their essence has probably been tapped out due to being in the fun zone. This has been Memoirs of a Twisted Mind. I have been your host, Eddie Stanley. The question I got for you is, what are you going to do different today?